I am so pumped that Brock Purdy's hurt. Okay, that sounded a little bit wrong. So, I'm not pumped Brock Purdy's hurt, but I am pumped that we're going to see Mac Jones play. And before I tell you why, let's refresh your memory. And it all starts in 2017 when Kyle Shanahan, son of legendary coach, Super Bowl winner, and a guy who should be in Canton, Mike Shanahan, he gets his shot to be a head coach. And Kyle had a long and successful career as an offensive coordinator. Stints in Houston, where Matt Schaub looked amazing. Washington, obviously, with RG3 winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. He went to Cleveland in 2014. Him and Brian Hoyer were cooking before Mike Pettin sat Hoyer for Johnny Football. That was really the Haslams, though, for being honest. And then 2016, the final kind of nail in the coffin, if you will, the Falcons. They went to the Super Bowl. Matt Ryan wins MVP. So Kyle Shanahan, the young offensive prodigy, is finally going to be a head coach. The quarterback in that draft class was one that you probably know, Patrick Mahomes. And the other three highly touted quarterbacks were Deshaun Watson. Yeah, Deshaun Watson was really good at football once upon a time. Mitch Trubisky, and then Deshaun Kaiser. Kyle Shanahan did not do homework on any of these four quarterbacks, despite really needing one. Can you imagine Patrick Mahomes with Kyle Shanahan? I mean, can't really get better than what Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes is, but it would have still been fun to watch, especially Patrick Mahomes with those defenses. But Kyle Shanahan didn't do any homework on any of those guys. In fact, they traded the number 2 overall pick to Chicago, who moved up just one spot to draft Trubisky. And at 3rd overall, the 49ers didn't go quarterback because they didn't really do homework on any guy. They drafted Solomon Thomas. Yikes. So why did they not draft a quarterback, especially ones seemingly as talented as the quarterbacks in that draft class? Well, Kyle had signed Brian Hoyer already. He was their quarterback, and he felt very strongly that he was going to be able to sign Kirk Cousins, his former quarterback, back to the Washington days, away. And from there, you might be like, all right, Kirk Cousins was good in Washington, obviously, but why would he want him so desperately? Well, the Shanahans have had an infatuation with Kirk Cousins and just his ability to process a defense. It actually came out, I believe, this past offseason, if not the offseason before. Kyle and his father, Mike, went to Washington ownership and said, we want to trade RG3 and move forward with Kirk Cousins. RG3, the stock couldn't have been higher. He looked like the next great thing at quarterback, and Washington was comfortable with Kirk Cousins plus whatever haul they were going to receive from trading RG3. Remember, they traded up number 2 overall with the Rams, which was a whole other package to get RG3. So why didn't that happen? Well, midway through the season, Kyle Shanahan